شكرا. ثانك يو. داعش انجليزي لانه عندنا ضيف امريكي فنحتاج نعيش هذا الجو. اليوم عندنا ضيف مميز جدا، مخرج من هوليوود، الاستاذ الفنان الكبير الرائع المخرج الراقي الاستاذ لاري تشارلز. Hello, sir. Thank you.
Right in the middle here.
In the middle, yeah.
How's that, good? All right.
So we say Allah بالخير in Iraqi, so I don't know how to say it in English.
That's okay.
It means God is okay.
Okay.
I don't know. So
That's what I've heard.
God is okay.
Yes, good. God is okay with me too.
How's the seat? Everything is good?
So comfortable, and now I'm in the middle, so everything's okay.
Perfect. I want to introduce you to our special guest here.
I recognize some of these guys.
Which one? Tell me who's the guy with the white thing.
That's Malaki up there, right? And Abu Dhabi, and I don't know their names really, but I know those are the two prime ministers, the old one and the new one.
This is Malawakh, and this is Malawakh.
Oh, they're both Malal.
Yeah, they're both Malawakh.
And the rest of them, I'm not sure who. But they look dangerous.
Very dangerous.
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
Especially the one on the right.
Yeah, this guy right here in the middle? Yeah. Who is he?
He is the head of the Iraqi parliament.
And that's a dangerous position these days.
No, it's not.
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying that.
Yeah, I'm a newcomer here. I don't know what's going on.
لاري تشارلز هو مخرج فيلم ديكتاتور، مخرج فيلم بورات، احد الكتاب الرئيسيين مسلسل ساينفيلد. اذا شافيه هواي شافيه من ادنى على الام بي سي 2 يطلع كان سابقا. مخرج بهوليوود، عنده هوايه اعمال وافلام وثائقيه، وحائز على جائزتين ايمي اووردز. صديق عادي حاله حال باقي اصدقائي. You're just a friend. It's okay. I know a lot of famous people.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
You know a lot of famous people and me.
And you.
Yes, right.
I'm going to ask you the Iraqi question when you meet someone great like you. What does Larry the artist tells Larry the human? يعني ماذا يقول لاري الفنان للاري الإنسان?
What does Larry the artist tell Larry the human?
Yeah.
He tells him to stop trying to make money and just devote himself to art and be poor and starving, and I can't listen to that person.
I know it's lie.
Yeah. I have too many expenses.
Do you get a lot of money?
I've lost a lot of money.
But you can get more.
Well, this job's not paying anything.
What do you do with them?
This is charity.
So, actually, I want to complain for you.
Okay.
From Hollywood. There is many things are very bad in Hollywood, happening especially to us. When you came here to the Middle East, did you see any camel?
Did I see any comedy?
Camel.
Any
a camel?
Oh, a camel.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen a camel. Sure.
So,
was I not doing my part?
You should say no. I didn't see a camel.
Oh, I didn't see it, but I did see a camel.
Really?
Yeah, you should have told me beforehand to say I didn't see a camel, and then I would have played along.
Oh, okay. So I'm gonna do it again.
Okay. I got it now.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Good. Take two.
Take two.
Should I come out and come back in again?
No. We can cut all that.
All right. Good.
So, when you came to Middle East, did you see a camel?
A camel? No.
Really?
No, I haven't seen the camel.
So why do you put a camel in every Arabic scene when it comes to Middle East?
Why do I do it?
No.
Are you trying to blame me for the camels in Hollywood? You know what? I will tell you the truth.
Yeah.
America has no idea what's really going on in the Middle East.
This is good.
They are stuck in a series of stereotypes and distortions and misinformation that are completely false.
Okay.
And it's lazy writing, it's lazy thought that leads to so many camels in the movies.
This is perfect, sir.
Good.
Sir, you have a volunteer.
That's the truth, by the way.
I can come to Hollywood.
Please.
Yeah, and I do whatever you want to do.
Yeah, but you know what will happen? You'll get seduced, and suddenly you'll be able to rationalize putting a camel in a movie. That's what happens.
Probably I'm going to do that. But I'm going to help you a lot.
Oh, great.
Every time when there is an Arabic actor in a Hollywood movie, he's not an Arabic, of course. They don't bring him in Arabic.
Yes.
Only Caprio could speak a little bit Arabic in the movie. And the others like, we don't speak like that.
Don't pin all this on me. I agree with you. I do agree with you. I think in general, Hollywood is a kind of a lazy place where they rely on easy stereotypes, and they don't do the research. You don't see Hollywood people, except for me, coming here to explore and meet people and learn more about you, learn about your culture. I don't. I'm unusual in that respect. I really want to get to the bottom of things. I want to find out the truth. I don't want to rely on other people's labels for things. I want to discover it for myself.
Thank you for that.
You're very welcome.
I want to talk about The Dictator. It's the movie that everyone watched in Middle East.
Right.
Everyone loves it.
Oh.
It's a very good movie,
Yes.
especially because the details are very true and the details are very related to our society.
Yes.
How could you get that details, and what characters did you bring? You got their inspiration from for the.
Well,
Dictator?
first of all, we do a lot of research, and we really wanted to sort of try to be as accurate as possible within a comic framework, obviously. Probably the first great inspiration, of course, was Gaddafi. He's kind of very peacock-like, very vain, wore makeup, was very groomed, had like great wardrobe,
A lot of
changed,
tags.
a lot of medals, exactly. The hair was kind of done, like he had a perm at some point, And so I think he was the main inspiration sort of visually and physically. And then Kim Jong-un was a big influence because people think he's a god. There's all these myths about him that he perpetuates on the people. And those were the two main inspirations for the character.
So, are you planning to do a second part of this movie? So, if you need to do that, we have someone who's ready.
Who might that be?
He's on one of the pictures on your left. You can guess.
One of these guys.
One of these guys.
Okay, all right, yeah, I can see which one. Maybe down there.
Well, he's good.
Or that guy.
Oh yeah, please, let's do him. It's gonna be very funny.
Not these two guys, though.
No, this guy's cute, but
Yeah, but they're very plain looking though. They're very average looking guys. These guys have a little bit more of a style and a look, But these guys look like they could be like accountants or something. They're not necessarily presidents. They don't have that dictator kind of style.
I agree with that.
And there's actually a book that we also consulted quite a bit called Dictator Style.
Okay.
That's a real book, which kind of profiles, because there's a lot of African dictators who also are into the uniforms with the things, with the medals, even though they never did anything, they have 1 million medals. They're giving themselves medals all the time. So there was a lot of people to draw on. Unfortunately, there are a lot of people to draw on for a dictator character.
It's a good guide.
Yes.
I can give it to one of them.
Okay,
Yeah.
we'll get into it, yeah.
So, did you have an education in university for comedy to perform a stand-up comedy?
No, not at all. Not at all. My education came in the streets, really. I grew up in a very tough neighborhood, and in order to avoid getting beaten up, I started to make jokes and keep people at arm's length and make them laugh, and that helped me a lot survive my childhood. My father was a failed comedian, so he was always doing bits around the house. And he was the funny one. I wasn't allowed to be the funny one. But he would take me. He was a failed comedian. So he would take me. He had friends who were in show business, like behind the scenes kind of people, and he would take me to tapings of TV shows, like in Manhattan. We lived in Brooklyn, and we would go to Manhattan on the train, and we would go backstage for different TV shows, and I started to see how a TV show is made. And I became super fascinated by that. So I kind of tried to combine all those things and find a way to do it. And I started really by, I had heard that Woody Allen used to write jokes and sell the jokes for like $10 a piece. Okay. And I thought, and I finally moved out to California. I was a parking valet. And I was like, how do I get into show business? So I decided I would write jokes, and this is before computers, okay? This is a long time ago. I would handwrite the jokes, and I would go stand in front of the Comedy Store, which is a famous place where comedians perform. Robin Williams was playing there, and David Letterman, and Jay Leno, and Richard Pryor. They were all there at that time. And I'd stand in front of the Comedy Store with a page of handwritten jokes, and when I saw a comedian I recognized, I'd say, you want to buy a joke? And I started selling jokes that way, and one of those guys got a TV show.
Well, we have one also, he's selling jokes, but he's put it on TV for free. His name is Wajih Abbas.
If those references are funny, I'm glad, because I don't know who it is. So,
He's my friend.
Okay, good.
He's on TV and he said, I want to marry your mom, me.
Oh, wow, okay, yeah.
How did you find the comedy in Middle East? Did you expect to see this kind of comedy? Do you see it like cheap comedy, it's good comedy? Are we evoluting in comedy, or it's...
Yeah, there was obviously a tradition for a long time in Middle Eastern comedy, it seems to me, from my study of it, of very broad, very silly comedy, farcical, farce. But the new generation, which you are perhaps the greatest example of, looked at the world around them and wanted to comment on that world and didn't feel right about ignoring that world that's going on around them. And so I've met a lot of people of your age, of your generation, who are very concerned about the world and also applying comedy to deal with it. And so there's a kind of a new generation of very, I guess you call them serious comedians, people who are trying to talk about serious stuff in a comedic way, which you do so expertly.
Mm-hmm. This is good.
Yes, it's very good.
So
it's great.
If, like for example, if some Arabic guy came to you and told you that I have a good script for a good movie, it's a comedy movie.
Yeah.
Would you do it?
Probably not. Probably not.
This is the second time. So,
but also, like, it's politically incorrect, right, for me to be making an Arabic comedy.
No.
An Arabic director should make a...
No, it's a Hollywood movie.
A Hollywood movie.
Yeah.
I probably wouldn't do that. I mean, you could say The Dictator was to some degree. But we tried to kind of, be a little bit more vague about his actual country, where it was. But I guess I would be open to it if you wrote it and you wanted to star in it, then I would direct it. Do you have a script? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, I have an ideas. Yeah.
He's hitting on me. See?
So it wasn't a regular interview, actually. By the way, this was a job interview.
Okay.
For you.
Okay, good,
so,
good. Yes.
I'd
love to get a job as a writer on the show.
Exactly.
I love the other writers. I'm good at that kind of stuff. I'm good joke writer. So this looks like fun.
So
and it doesn't pay anything, which is perfect,
So, do you think there's a good future for Middle East, for what you've seen?
I think,
and especially Iraq.
I think Iraq is obviously a messy place right now. It's a big mess. I think it's very hard for even people who were here to really fully grasp what's going on there. I mean, we were in Erbil just a few days ago, the day that Mosul supposedly fell. But it's reported and everybody's excited that Mosul fell, but really Mosul hasn't quite completely fallen. And so there are pockets of people still doing their thing there. And the city, of course, is destroyed. There's like 1 million people displaced. So even if Mosul falls, and even if ISIS is actually removed from Mosul, there's so much work to do on rebuilding the city and bringing those people back. There's just a lot of work to do. So I think it's hard to be optimistic in the short term, but I think, again, people like you, and I've met a lot of people like you who've had very difficult lives, who have paid a big price to do what they do. I think you guys are very smart, and hopefully your picture will be up there, and you'll do a better job than those guys.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
بشرفي اختصار الأزمة مرة 3 سنوات. والله. Larry Charles, thank you for being here.
Thank you very much. Great to see you.
Thank you very much. شكرا حق الجاي أصبح على خير. Thank you, sir. Thank you. It was a pleasure. Thank you very much.